Hi guys, it's Tori and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a Instagram chooses what books I read for the week video. So this kind of started because I literally did not know what to read. I just finished Fourth Wing a few days ago and I knew I wanted to read fantasy, but I couldn't decide what. So I was like, okay, let's just post something on my Instagram, see what other people think. So I posted two books, which was Assassin's Blade and Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and I did a poll and one of the books ended up winning, and I was like, actually let's just turn this into a little video. That's honestly the premise. I'm gonna post a few polls and see what you guys think I should be reading. So I obviously already did the first one and we can discuss the results and which book won. So I posted a picture of the two books and I will put the results up on the screen, but Assassin's Blade got 25% and Once Upon a Broken Heart got 75%. So we are going to be reading Once Upon a Broken Heart first, and then I'm also going to post my next two books here later on, just so that I can be prepared and let the poll have plenty of time to actually get an accurate voting. So that's what today's video is going to be, and I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my face. Check out all my socials down below, including my Goodreads and my Amazon wishlist, and let's get into this week's video. Okay, it is time to give an update on Once Upon a Broken Heart. So I am currently on page 159, chapter 21. So I'm about like roughly 40-ish% through the book. I would really like to finish this either tonight or tomorrow morning. Like, I just want to get through it. I don't have too much to say. I'm not really loving it so far, unfortunately, the way I thought I would. This has such good reviews and ratings, and I don't know if I just haven't gotten into like the meat of it, but I'm just not loving it so far. There's not really like a whole lot I can say without kind of ruining the book, but basically it's about this girl, and I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's Evangline or something like that, so I'm just gonna call her Ev. So the main MC's name is Ev, and basically she is basically an orphan, and she just has a really hard life, and she's in love with this guy named Luke, and one day out of nowhere Luke is engaged to Ev's stepsister, and so they are going to go get married, and so Ev goes to the Fate of Broken Hearts or something like that, or Fate of Hearts, Ward of Hearts, something like that. I cannot remember exactly his title, but his name is Jack. So she goes to him and she basically asks him to stop her stepsister and the man she loves' wedding. And so he does, and he does it in a way that Ev doesn't appreciate, and it actually makes her feel like a really guilty and like a bad person. So she ends up taking things upon herself and trying to fix her mistake, and then the story just kind of goes from there. Because of the mistake she fixed, everybody thinks she's a hero. They don't know the true story, that she's actually the reason that the wedding didn't go as planned, and then she just becomes really popular and she's in the newspapers, and these two princesses ask her to go to the north and be the ambassador for them for this like big ball that's being held. And so she asks if she can take her stepsister with her. So they are at the ball and things are changing a little bit. I just don't know how I'm feeling right now. I don't know if I'm just like not into it, but I had such high expectations for this book, and I feel like it is seriously letting me down. And I don't know if that's just because I just finished Fourth Wing and I was obsessed with it, but that's the update on this so far. I'm going to keep reading for most of the night, but I want to post my next story for everybody to vote on for what book I should read. So I have my 2 options picked out already. So the 2 books that I'm going to put on my story for the poll is going to be Powerless by Lauren Roberts and also Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. So Sarah loves both of these. These are both fantasy romance, which I'm just in my fantasy era right now. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to post these. I honestly know basically nothing about them, which is how I like to go into fantasy books personally, but these are my 2 book choices for the next poll, so I'm gonna post them. But I'm gonna take my picture for my story and then I'm gonna start reading again. Hi guys, let's do a little update. It is now the next day, August 30th, and we're gonna talk Once Upon a Broken Heart. So I got to page 257 last night, which is part 3, I believe, in the book. Yeah, part 3, Chaos. So this is where I'm at right now. So far, I still am just not loving it. Like, I feel like there's nothing crazy happening, and I was doing a little bit of research last night and I saw that at least Sarah and Destiny both love the second book way more than the first one, but you have to read the first one obviously to get to the really great second one. So I'm like pushing through this. I have about like 150 pages left roughly, I think. I'm gonna push through this book. My poll should basically be almost done with which book we're reading next, and I think the book that I didn't want to read is gonna be the one that wins because I've been keeping an eye on the poll. So I mean, I want to read both of them, but there's one that I want to read a lot more than the other one, and I'm a little bit scared to read the other one just because it's so hyped. But yeah, that's the update. We're just gonna keep reading. I have my pumpkin latte. They put whipped cream on it even though I asked for no whipped cream, so I scraped that shit off because if you don't know, I hate whipped cream. But we're just going to try to finish this book within the next like 2 hours. I think if I have like 150 pages left, it should take me between 2 and 3 hours to finish it. So we're gonna push through. Let's finish Once Upon a Broken Heart. Hi guys, and happy Thursday. So last night I finished Once Upon a Broken Heart. I rated this 4 stars. I wasn't really loving it for the first half of the book. The second half definitely got better. I think the second one's gonna be very good, as everybody has said, but I wasn't like in the mood to binge this, you know what I mean? The last 100 pages were pretty good, but I don't know what it was. I just like couldn't grasp the book. But I did give it 4 stars because for me, like 3 stars is like, this book is fine, I'd recommend it, but like I wouldn't continue the series. And I just felt like it definitely isn't a 5-star book, but I just felt it deserved more than 3 stars. So I settled on a 4 because I thought it was good. I would recommend it. I liked it enough that I want to continue the series, but I wasn't obsessed with it. I definitely think that there's going to be some really good romance in the second one, but I also got really confused about some of the things in the first one, so I'm really hoping the second one explains things a lot further. But that is the first book for my Instagram followers, Choose My Reads. And now we're going to talk about the next read. So I put up a poll, and the 2 options were Divine Rivals and Powerless. So after the 24 hours and getting the results, Divine Rivals got 61% of the votes and Powerless got 39%. So I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping that Powerless was going to win because I really, really, really want to read that book. But nevertheless, Divine Rivals won. So this is going to be my next read. This is about 350 pages. This is a fantasy romance, I believe. I honestly know nothing about it. I haven't even read the synopsis. All I know is that Sarah Caroli is absolutely obsessed with this book. The cover, stunning. The actual book without the dust jacket is even more stunning. I'm obsessed with this. It's so pretty. So I'm really nervous to get into this one. Honestly, like, it's almost like Fourth Wing, where I was like super nervous because it's so hyped and people say that they almost love this more than Fourth Wing. And if you don't know, I just finished Fourth Wing a few days ago and I am literally obsessed with it. Alexia is almost finished with it because literally like 2 days after I read it, I was like, you need to read this. So I'm nervous to get into this, but that is what we're going to be starting tonight. I worked all day today and I work all day tomorrow, so I'm going to read as much as I can, but this is what we're going to be reading, and then probably tomorrow I will post the next poll with my next book options so that when I finish Divine Rivals I can just move right on. So let's start reading. Okay, actually one quick thing I feel like it is my duty as a Swiftie to mention before I start reading is that today Taylor Swift announced that the Eras Tour movie is coming out October 13th. So tickets are already on sale, so you know my ass already has tickets. Unfortunately, it's not to opening night because I was at work and I didn't find out until hours later. I couldn't get opening night tickets, like enough of them, but I do have them for October 14th at 7 p.m. So don't talk to me that day. I'm going to be in emotional turmoil reliving the Eras Tour on the big screen. So I'm very excited to experience that situation, and I definitely need to go another night, obviously, because like how could you only want to go to one? So I actually have a friend from work who I want to go with me, so just thought I would mention that. Hi guys, long time no talk. So I just hit the 50% mark in Divine Rivals. I'm on chapter 26, page 185, and I decided to read it on my Kindle because I don't really like holding hardbacks. It kind of makes my hands hurt, and I just wanted to read on my Kindle. I was just in a Kindle mood. Something just happened and I'm like I am loving this book. At first I was really confused of what was going on, but now the plot has really thickened and I'm living for it. Like, I'm actually so obsessed right now. Roman and Iris are literally fucking perfect. The whole typewriter thing, like the story behind it, I fucking love. The thing is, it doesn't give me like deep fantasy vibes. It's almost like cozy fantasy in a way. I don't know, because it's like about a war and that's scary and that's terrifying, but like at the same time it's just this like heartwarming story and I'm like eating it up right now. I've literally been reading for the past like 2 hours straight. I'm fucking obsessed. I literally just want to keep reading. Like, I'm really hoping to finish this book by tomorrow, fingers crossed, but I'm loving it. I should probably post my next poll soon. I think I know what 2 books I want to put against each other. They're both part of a series. One is way thicker than the other, but I'm wanting to continue both of the series, so I just feel like it'd be best to put them just against each other, see which one wins. But I'm loving this so much. It's so good. I was really skeptical at first, but now I understand and I cannot wait for the second one. I will absolutely have to pre-order it, but I'm loving it so much. It's so good. I highly recommend Divine Rivals if you have not read it yet. It's just amazing, and it is on KU, so you can read it for free. So everything's going really good so far. I'm going to just continue reading for the night, see how far I can get. I think I would like to try and read like maybe like 50 more pages. I definitely won't probably finish it tonight. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm really enjoying it right now, and I'm loving it so much. It's so good. Hi guys, so let's talk Divine Rivals. So I finished this last night, and oh my god, 5 stars. It was so good. I wasn't sure how I felt at first. I was a little confused, but it got so good. The ending threw me through a fucking loop. Like, I was having heart palpitations while finishing this book. I was sitting upstairs reading it on my Kindle because I decided to read this on my Kindle rather than reading the hardback. I'm not really a hardback girly. I'm a paperback girly. And I literally I was like freaking out. I kept like looking up and like looking around. I was like, and my dad was like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're literally reading a book. And I was like, I'm aware I'm reading a book, but so good. I highly recommend. I literally cannot wait for the second one. I'm probably gonna pre-order it in a few weeks just because I have pre-ordered a bunch of books recently, and I've been buying a bunch of books recently, so I want to hold off a little bit before I pre-order another one. Like, I literally pre-ordered 6 books today because Barnes & Noble had 25% off pre-orders, plus since I'm a member I get an extra 10% off, so I got 35% off a bunch of books that I already planned on ordering. So I pre-ordered the first 4 books in the Boys of Tommen series in the brand new covers, and then I pre-ordered the 3rd book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and then I pre-ordered CC3. So those are all coming over the next like 7 or 8 months or something like that. Yeah, and then I have a couple other pre-orders coming in as well. I just been pre-ordering books, but this was so good. 5 stars, highly recommend. I really can't say a whole lot about it because I don't want to ruin anything, but highly recommend. Also, let's just take a moment for my shirt. I'm a 4th wing girly now, in case you didn't know. Obsessed. But let's talk what my next read is going to be. I'm finally going to start the next and final book for this little reading vlog. This is literally taking me so long to do because I'm reading, like, I don't know, just the books y'all are picking. And I have not had time to read recently. And this next one is going to actually be the death of me. So, the last 2 books that I posted on my story for a poll were Saving Six, which is the 3rd book in the Boys of Tommen series, is the 1st book with Joey's POV. And then I also posted Kiss the Sky by Krista and Becca Ritchie, which is the 4th book in the Addicted series. So those are both series that I love and I want to get through, and so I was like, okay, let's put these 2 against each other. I think y'all actually wanted to kill me because Saving Six got 61% and Kiss the Sky got 39%. This book is literally, how many pages? 600 pages. It's a whopping 600 pages. Luckily, the text isn't nearly as small as Keeping and Binding 13. I don't know why I always forget that Binding 13 is the first one. But the text is bigger, but this book is literally huge. And I'm actually scared of it. But this is the next book that you guys picked for me. So, R.I.P. me. Pray for me. Rest my soul. And we're going to start reading this. This is going to actually take me so long, and I'm really scared to get back into the series because I think it's going to be earth-shattering. But this is definitely going to take me a while to read because my sister, the one that you guys met in my vacation vlog, is coming home for the weekend. And I work 6 days straight after she leaves. So I don't know when I'm going to have time to read, but we're going to finish this in this video. It's going to happen. So I'm going to start this finally. I'm going to put on my cozy reading music and we're going to start Saving Six. I'm really scared. Pray for me. fingers crossed, everything crossed. My mental and physical well-being is about to be absolutely shattered. Long time no see. Hello, hi. Today is I think it's the 12th of September. Yes, we were literally almost halfway through September, which is crazy. But I finished Saving 6 last night. It was so good. It took me longer to finish than it normally would because my sister was here for like 3 days and I spent like as much time with her as I possibly could. And I've been working a lot. I've been just a really busy girl, but 5 freaking stars. It was so good. I know I didn't get much footage of me actually reading this and give updates, and I meant to be better about it, but I was just so... I just read every single time that I could. Every second I possibly could read, I read. But I loved it. It was so good. It was amazing. And I cannot wait to continue the series. I have 1 book left, and then I will be up to date and ready to go for one. I think it's Saving 7. No, this is Saving 6. What is it? Taming 7? That doesn't sound right. Is that right? I don't know. But when the 5th book comes out, I'll be ready for it. So, 5-star read. Love this series, as you guys know. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this Instagram Chooses My Reads video. I honestly can't decide if I want to finish the Boys of Tommen series next or if I want to start Throne of Glass. I know I want to start Throne of Glass really, really bad, but I just can't pick. I don't know what to do. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my face. Check out all my socials down below, including my Goodreads and my Amazon wishlist. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.